They call me Dan, the Lakers DTLF. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equals. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
Yo, what's happening, NBA family and Lakers family? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing phenomenal. It's your boy DTLF back with another finals pregame. We got game 4 tonight, tipping off at 5:30 Pacific time. I think it's 8:30 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. That is going to be a great game, guys. This series has exceeded a lot of expectations, including my own. All right, because I thought the Oklahoma City Thunder were head and shoulders above the rest of the competition. But so far, it's been the Pacers that have shocked the world and are currently up 2-1 in this series as we speak right now. Now, we're going to talk about the keys to this entire series and who I still believe is going to win and all that. But not before we get into some breaking news here. All right. Kimmy Goat, how you doing? Good to see you. Daniel and everybody else in here, good to see you guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate you, Kimmy Goat. Nice to see you, as always. But Kevin Durant trade could happen in the next 72 hours, 48 to 72 hours. So stay tuned for that, all right, because the trade talks have ramped up, according to multiple sources, including, and I already confirmed with my own, in the last 24 hours, the Suns have been focusing on the Rockets, Heat, and the Timberwolves. So most likely we're going to see KD on one of those teams, okay? Now, Suns, Rockets, and Timberwolves are very high. One of his preferred teams is also the Spurs. So that's a dark horse there to pull up and snatch them. So yeah, stay tuned for that, guys, because I might be going live very soon on what could be a tectonic plate shifting move in the league during the finals, which would be crazy, right? Before the finals even ended. What's up, CJ? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Man, your boy barely made it home. I was caught in traffic, guys, so I'm glad I'm here to do pregame. I will have an underdog and a prize pick entry at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. We were one pick away from winning last time. The whole thing, we almost won over $100. We still ended up winning $11, so stay tuned. Maybe we hit today. Maybe today's the day that we hit. But yeah, Kevin Durant potentially traded. Where would you guys like to see him go, and where do you guys think he's going to go? I think he ends up on the Rockets. If I had to pick from those 3 teams that are being mentioned, again, for those of you just tuning in, trade talks have intensified in the last 24 hours with the Suns, the Rockets, and the Heat, and the Timberwolves. Actually, I forgot to mention the Timberwolves. Those are the 4 teams right there. There are the favorites to land them as of right now. That could change, of course, but for now, those are the ones. Man, all I know is that wherever he lands, that could have implications on everybody, including our Lakers. So, I'm kind of hoping that he goes somewhere in the East, like Miami would be great. But the chances, I think he's really going to land. I think the Rockets are my favorite for him to land on. Also, don't count out the Timberwolves, because he'll be a great pairing alongside Ant-Man, who they need some scoring punch in the postseason for. It's back-to-back years they got eliminated in the Western Conference Finals. So I can see Kevin Durant being somebody who can push them over the top for sure, right? Hey, what's up? Good to see you, Jeff Scott. How you been? Good to see everybody up in here. All right, but let's get into some of this pregame, because we do have to talk about that. Well, before I do, no, actually, yeah, let's get into the pregame. Guys, again, the Indiana Pacers have been a shocker team here, man. I didn't think they can get past the Knicks. Right now, they're leading in the finals. They're 2 wins away from being NBA champions. I think this would be the biggest upset in the finals since the Miami Heat versus Dallas Mavericks, right? Way back in 2010, 2011. So this would be huge for the Pacers. I don't think too many people, credit to a couple of you guys who did see it, but I think too many of us had the Pacers potentially winning the championship. I still believe the Thunder are going to win this series. I believe the Thunder will win tonight. I thought they were going to win the last game, but I think they will win tonight, and I think they will end up victorious in 6 or 7. I'm sticking with my original pick, but man, I could be wrong. I've been wrong about the Pacers once already, when they got past the Knicks, and right now they're leading in the series. So this is why I believe it is in everybody's best interest for the Thunder to win. All right. Reason number 1, they're going to step up to another level and try to maximize Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP of the league, if they lose next year, which will make it harder for us. If they win, usually teams seem to kind of take their foot off the the gas pedal a little bit sometimes. But regardless, they're going to be a dangerous team for years to come, the Thunder. It's better that we get this championship out of the way. That way next year the Lakers could hopefully, reclaim the top. But Shea is a problem for years to come. Obviously, they got Jalen Williams. They got Chet. They got so many good role players, guys like Caruso. They're going to be a problem. And they got a treasure trove of first-round picks. My fear is that they lose this finals and they turn around and go and get another mega star to add to that collection. It could be KD, could be Giannis, somebody like that. They have the draft picks to make it happen. I believe if they win the championship, they'll take the long road, which means keeping your core happy, paying your guys and adding new young talent and draft picks, which is the blueprint. That's the way that the Pacers have been able to do it, and the Thunder especially, right? So, yeah, I mean, I much prefer that outcome than them landing another star and making the West that much tougher, personally. Now, the Pacers, they've been limiting the Thunder's transition. OKC leads the playoffs with 1.42 points per transition possession, and they're first in turnovers as well. Right now, Game 3, Indiana's 9.4 points allowed in transition, second best in the playoffs, helped them pull away late, especially in that second half. They had a master class in that second half. All right, the Thunder also need to neutralize Tyrese Halliburton buckets, because his playmaking's been sensational. Right. He had 22 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds. You can't have that. You can't have him the playmaker and the scorer. You can't have both. They have to take away one thing and preferably both, because if you neutralize him, they got nothing, right? The bench has been the deciding factor here. In Game 3, Benedict Mathurin had 27 points, right? That's crazy. 27 points. Game 1, I think it was, who was it? Obi Toppin who went off. So anytime you have one of these unsung heroes off the bench for Indiana, they win. Okay, and the Oklahoma City Thunder have to do a better job. Their bench has to outplay the Pacers bench, period. And they have the horses to do it. It's just credit to the Pacers. Again, they've been shocking the world, right? For the Pacers, for them to win, they got to contain Shai Gilgeous-Alexander without fouling. Because when they've been able to keep him out of the free throw line, that's the key right there. Right, that is the key right there to Shai's game. If he's off the free throw line, he doesn't catch that rhythm. He doesn't drop a 30-point game, right? And when he goes under 30, they lose. Point blank and simple. Point blank and simple. No, I never said Alexander. I never said Halliburton was better than Luka. I'll still take Luka over Halliburton. I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. I don't know who you're quoting there, but it ain't me. You must be watching my doppelganger, because it damn sure ain't me. I need the Pacers to win it all. Really, Vaughn? Dan, do you think Tyrese Halliburton or Trae Young? Right now, I'll take Tyrese. Tyrese has elevated his game to superstar levels. I don't care what the haters got to say. He's playing like a superstar. He had one off game so far in the finals, but in this entire playoffs, he's 5 for 5 in game winners, and he's been very clutch, and he's been elevating his team. Right? So I think Halliburton is better for now, right? 3-point shooting has been key in this series, right? Indiana shoots 46.9 on corner threes in the playoffs, best among playoff teams. So they got to stop the driving kick, because that is a go-to move for Indiana. So they got to stop that, right? They're shooting 40.6% from corner threes in the regular season. That has jumped to 46.9 in the playoffs, right? Again, they dropped the ball. I think the Thunder, both games that they lost, they dropped the ball, man. The turnovers, they got to limit those. Got to watch out for those pesky Indiana Pacers on the inbound, all of that. It's been tough, but credit to the Pacers. They've been wreaking havoc. They've been mucking it up for everybody involved. So, again, credit to the Indiana Pacers. They have been that team that has really upset tons of teams, including currently right now upsetting the Thunder. I still think the Thunder have too much firepower. Think about this. Shai didn't have a good game last game. The game before that, it was Jalen Williams. If both of those guys just get on the same pace with Chet, that big three is better than the starting lineup for the Pacers. Pacers essentially go off of Halliburton, and credit to Halliburton. He's proven the haters and the doubters wrong, including his peers who have voted him as the most overrated player. Not true. If anything, he's underrated the way he's been playing in these playoffs, right? I thought the Pacers had a very clean second half compared to the first half. where they kept the turnovers in single digits. That was the key right there. Thunder have to turn over the Pacers, put that pressure early, get out in transition. All right. And also the Thunder have to reduce their own turnovers, right? Got to get SGA to the line. And also they got to involve role players like Holmgren and Jalen Williams. Their defense must disrupt Halliburton early, though. They have to get in his head early. Otherwise, he gets that confidence. He starts playing that pick and roll like a master. Reminds me of Steve Nash, the way he plays that pick and roll. He can throw lobs. He can shoot the teardrop, or he can pull up from three. He can do it all. So, yeah, let's see. Now, the Pacers have won Game 4 at home against Cleveland and New York this postseason, while OKC has bounced back after their losses, right, as seen in Game 2, right, versus Denver even. So this is going to be a coin flip. I think whoever wins this game will win the series. I know I've said that a couple of times, but seriously, if Indiana wins this game, it's over. Thunder not coming back down 3-1. However, Thunder win this game, they're going back home tied 2-2 and home court advantage back to OKC, right? And the Pacers work hard to steal home court. So I think the pressure is on the Thunder. However, I think there's equal amount of pressure on the Pacers because they currently have home court and they want to maintain dominance. Otherwise, you give that back and all bets are off, right? Von the Plug said, what's crazy, Dan? I seen a stat that was saying Shea had the worst defense than Luka in the finals. I don't really get into the stat nerd shit, bro, because the stat nerds, they just look at the numbers, bro. If you're really watching the game, yes, Shea got blown by a couple of times in this last game, but Shea's not a bad defender. There was a couple of times he had some blocks and some steals. He just needs to do a better job taking care of the ball and not turning the ball over. He had some crucial turnovers as well. Luka's not a bad defender either. I think Luka, he's a bad off-ball defender. Like when it comes to switching and he's guarding the speedier, shiftier guy, he's probably going to get cooked. But on ball, he's all right. He's got lengthy arms as well. He can get blocks and steals. We've seen it throughout the course of the regular season. He just needs to be in shape. He seemed tired a lot of the times in the first round, and you can't be tired in the playoffs, especially not in the first round. You see these young cats out here in the finals, they do not look tired at all. And Luka's not old. He's in his prime, right? Just turned 27. So I think he's going to be in the best shape. And a lot of the issues we had last year, off ball with the switching and all that, I think he'll do much better. But we'll see. TBD, right? Again, people will look for narratives. The stat geeks are going to look for anything just to say, aha. But for those of us that really watch the game, we're not paying attention to all the little bullshit stats. Yeah, sometimes we use them within context, and that's fine. But when they say stuff like that, like, do we really believe Shea's a worse defender than Luka right now, especially with out-of-shape Luka? No. Like what happens a lot of times, you do a lot of the ball handling duties, and they sent like 7-8 people his way where they tired him out early, right? But Shea has to do a better job of distributing that basketball and not taking on the entire pressure and trusting his teammates to be able to do those things, right? So I look forward to tonight's matchup. Should be fun. If it's a close game, I will do a post game. If it's not that close, it ends up being blowout, then this will be the last video I do. But however, I will be live over on Playback. Shout out to Kimmy Goat, who's already posted the link there. Make sure you guys follow. Guys, it's been a lot of fun covering the finals and the playoffs and even the regular season with the Lakers. Make sure you guys tap in there. All right. Let's get ready for this game. If you're there early, you get a VIP pass to watch alongside with me and the best basketball community for absolutely free. So tap in, guys, at 5:30 tip-off. Let's go ahead and get into the prize picks because the prize picks is where it's at. Today is Flex Friday, which means risk-free entries. And they got a free entry on top of that. 0.5 3-point attempts. For this man right here, he's going to take a 3 at least. All right. Shea had a bad game. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes over, but the defense, I think, is starting to figure him out a little bit. I'm going to go under for the sake of this entry here. I'm going to go over on Siakam. I'm going to go over on Halliburton. And then I'm going to go, let's see, points, rebounds, assists, Caruso. I think Caruso's going to have a big game. I'm going to go more there as well. TJ McDonald's, we seen what he could do. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Everybody was loving it. I already picked him up once, right? Never mind. I'll remove him from this entry right here. Let's go with who else are we going to go with? Let's see. Chet, I think he gets to 15. He's a bucket getter when he wants to be. This guy's there. Joe, he's been hitting for the most part. I'll pick him up. I guess I already got the maximum amount of players. Again, today is Flex Friday, guys. Make sure you guys tap in. And also make sure you click the flex right here and you opt into the promo. That way you can get this entry. $10 to get us 250 bones if we win with the flex play. Good luck to everybody, man. It is Flex Friday. That means win or your credit back. All right, that is the entry for Prize Picks. Now let's do underdogs because we are sponsored by both. Same promo code, all that good stuff, man. Make sure you guys tap in. This time we're going to go higher on Shea. We're going to go higher on Tally Buckets. We're going to go higher on Pascal, higher on Chet. This is going to be a high card just in case. He had a bad game, Mouse Turner. He made me lose. He's the only pick we got wrong the last game. So hopefully he gets us right this time. I'm going to go lower on Nemhard, lower on Caruso on this one. I'm going to go higher on Dort. I'm going to go higher on Naismith. Actually, Dort is the last pick. So that's going to be the entry for underdog. And we're going to put like, I don't know, $4 on this one. Let's go to get us 298. And again, there it is. There is the entry. So we went high Shea, higher on Halliburton, higher on Siakam, higher on Chet, and then higher on Mouse and then lower on Nemhard, lower on Caruso, and higher on Dort. So that is my entry. Feel free to tail it, guys. Again, promo code DTLF gets you guys a free entry. All right, on Underdog. And also on Prize Picks, you get $50 with your first 10 deposit and play. All right. Let's get it, though, man. Should be a fun matchup, guys. What are your predictions? Make sure you log in your votes on who you guys think is going to win tonight. I got the Thunder. I had the Thunder last game. They let me down. Got the Thunder tonight. If the Thunder lose, I do believe the series is over. Not many teams has came back down from 3-1. And you would have to win 2 road games just to, or it's not one more road game. Well, you have to win 1 home game, 1 road game, and 1 home game. It's a tall order against the Pacers that have been battle tested this year. Siakam with the championship experience, well coached with Rick Carlisle, championship level coach, all that good stuff. It's going to be tough if they lose tonight. So Thunder, you want to give us a good series? Starts tonight. They have to get out early. 3 keys to the Thunder winning: defense. Put that pressure on Halliburton is key number 1. If they slow him down, they win the game. Key number 2, turn the opposition over. Turn them over, get out in transition. And the final key is going to be to get Shea to the free throw line. All right, and free throws are key to Shea's game because that's how he gets his momentum. Next thing you know, he's hitting turnaround jump shots like Kobe Bryant, right? So it should be a fun one. And yes, promo code is right there. Thank you so much, Kimmy Goat, for all the info. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Appreciate you guys. I will be live over on Playback TV. So tap in. Make sure you guys are there early, handing out the passes as soon as this video ends, man. Let's get it. Vaughn said, I got the Pacers. They beat the Cavs, the Knicks. It's only right they beat OKC too. For sure, man. We'll see. You might be right. You might be right, Vaughn, but I hope not. I hope not, because it's going to be worse next year with the Thunder losing. It'll be worse for the West. They're going to come back with a vengeance, so we don't want that. But all right, guys, wrap it up for me. I'll see you guys hopefully here post-game. If we get a good game, you'll for sure see me post-game. We don't get a good game, I'll see you guys as soon as anything breaks, all right? So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and turn on them post noti bells. Major shout out to both of my sponsorships, Underdog and Prize Picks. You guys know the promo code. See you guys later, all right? Enjoy the game. Peace.